Good evening, everyone. I'm Panda from OdishaTV.in. First up, let's have a quick look at the top 5 stories making headlines from the state of Odisha. Chief Minister Naveen Babu attends investment roadshow in New Delhi. Senior BJD leader Damo Rao goes soft, says he raised voice against corruption and not Chief Minister Naveen Babu. Boeing 737 flight of the Indian Air Force makes first trial landing in Charsadda Airport. Bodies of 4 persons missing in boat capsized in Malkangiri fished out from canal. And Mahaprasad in Puri Shri Mandira to be available in Pathani System, informs member of the temple managing committee. Now the news in details. Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Babu attended the roadshow in New Delhi today to attract investors for second edition of Make in Odisha Conclave, which will be held in Bhubaneswar from 11th to 15th November this year. The Chief Minister held discussions with investors and highlighted the state government's policy for setting up of industries during the roadshow. The state government has targeted that by 2025, Odisha will attract Rs 2.5 lakh crore investments and create 30 lakh job opportunities in 5 sectors. Besides, the government aims to become the 3rd best startup hub in the country, as already more than 250 startups have registered themselves in the state.
I'm sure that this event will enable you to know more about the investment opportunities in Odisha, which is fast emerging as the manufacturing hub of Eastern India. Let me draw your attention to some of the major developments happening in my state, highlighting our significant potential. As you're aware, our natural strength lies in being a mineral-rich state. During the last 18 years of my government, we have focused on enhancing the production level of key minerals and value-added products. Today, Odisha is the aluminium capital of South Asia, accounting for over 54% of the country's production. We are also counted as the steel hub of the country, contributing to about a quarter of India's steel production.
After creating a flutter with his back-to-back allegations of scams and irregularities in the BJD-led government, senior BJD leader Damo Rao on Wednesday went soft on the Odisha government to the extent of saying Naveen Babu is a good human being and he has no fault in these irregularities. In what seemed an attempt to mend the damage done by him over the past few days, Rao today said that he never uttered a single word against Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Babu. Rather, he targeted the leaders and officers involved in corruption. Moreover, Rao once again raised the alleged sapling scam issue, lamenting that he was removed from the ministry for suspending a corrupt official, and ironically the same officer was later reinstated. In response to Rao's sapling scam allegations, Agriculture Minister Pradeep Maharati today said if the State Assembly Speaker directs him, he will furnish reply and order an investigation as per Rao's allegations.
लोक स्वार्थ विरुद्ध जदि जाए ताको प्रकाश करिया उचित न जोटा विरोधी दल करवा कथा विरोधी दल काम होची टू एक्सपोज टू अपोज टू एक्सपोज से कौन कथा एक्सपोज करूना मु तो नवीन पट्टनायक विरुद्ध में पदुटे शब्दटी के कहनी मुझे आमर माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अन्य मुख्यमंत्री अपेक्षा एक्सपोजर बहुत पृथ्वी अनेक देश भ्रमण कर जड़े लेखक हिसाब से बही लिखिं बेसेल रही जड़े चित्रकर हिसाब से आंतर्जातिक क्षेत्र में ना अच्छी किसी दोष ना दोष हूँ जो मैंने अधस्थन रही से मैंने हेराफेर कर डरिक पदा को आणुना मुझे परोक्ष भाव में आने चेष्टा कर जड़े ऑफिसर जदि एक कर एवं ताकू मु सस्पेंड कली सी रिइनस्टेट हेले मु बहिष्कृत हेली अद्भुत कथा ये।
A Boeing 737 flight of Indian Air Force made the first trial landing on the runway of Charsadda Airport on Tuesday. As per reports, the flight took off from the Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi, and reached the Charsadda Airport at 1 p.m. On 31st August, Union Minister of Tribal Affairs Joel Oram made the formal announcement that the airport will be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 22nd September. The airport has been built under the centre's Udan scheme at the cost of Rs 200 crore, which includes Odisha government's contribution of Rs 75 crore. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Naveen Babu through a letter urged the Civil Aviation Minister Suresh Prabhu to name Charsadda Airport after Veer Surendra Sai. He also demanded to consider the introduction of commercial flights to the airport. Mahaprasad in Puri Sri Mandira will be available as per Pathani System in the price range of Rs 70 to Rs 120, informed the Sri Mandira Managing Committee member Ananta Tiyadi. The decision was taken in the meeting held by the Sri Mandira Coordination Committee today. However, there is no information as to when the new norms will be implemented. The fire department personnel today recovered bodies of the 4 persons who had gone missing in Dorla Bandha Canal under Nakamamundi Panchayat of Malkangiri district on Monday. As per sources, the deceased include 3 women and a child, while 3 of them were identified as members of one family. Reportedly, 5 teams from Malkangiri, Balimeda, Khoiraput, Guma and Mathili were engaged in rescue operations since yesterday to trace the missing 4. The incident occurred when around 7 persons were returning home after working in the agriculture fields. Suddenly, the boat lost its balance and capsized in the canal. While 3 of them managed to swim back to the banks, others went missing. An interministerial committee meeting on the teachers' issues under chairmanship of Finance Minister Shashi Bhushan Behera at the State Secretariat in Bhubaneswar failed to yield any results today. The Orissa School College Teachers and Employees United Forum said that the agitation will be intensified further. The meeting was attended by the representatives of the agitating teachers who have been staging dharna at lower PMG since the last 28 days. The move came a day after the teachers staged protests in front of the block grant schools in the 314 blocks across the state. The protesting teachers also threatened to intensify the stir by taking out Padyatra in all the panchayats. They want to put posters across the state to make people aware of their ordeal. Though the matter was raised in the State Assembly on Tuesday and later in the all-party meeting, nothing fruitful came out of it. The Vigilance on Wednesday raided the house and office of a forest official of the Champua Forest Range in Keonjhar district for allegedly amassing assets disproportionate to his known sources of income. After a complaint was lodged against the forest official, identified as very high-frequency operator Pabitra Naik, the sleuths conducted simultaneous searches at different places as per the direction of Baleshwar SP Jugar Kishore Banot. Sources said the exact amount of the disproportionate property unearthed during the searches will be known once the process gets over. Demanding ouster of the director, many students of Indian Institute of Production Management at Konsabahar under Rajgangpur of Sundargarh district took to streets on Tuesday. Alleging director Niranjan Naik's failure in addressing various problems of the institute, the students sat in front of the main gate of IIPM. A student alleged whenever they approach Naik regarding any issue of the college, instead of resolving, he threatens them. The director has also been harassing the students. Naik is also having criminal records and the students do not want him to manage the institute. On the other hand, refuting the charges, Naik said, with the support from some faculties of the institute, the matter is being politicized. As the government took over the college, some persons have been unable to get benefited like earlier, following which they are creating troubles now. Congress workers on Tuesday ransacked Puri Ghat police station and staged a road blockade, protesting arrest of one of their members who tried to barge into the Cuttack Municipal Corporation office during the Bharat Bandh observed by the party on Monday. Congress Cuttack District President Mohammad Mokim said, though they observed Bandh in a peaceful manner, police picked up one of their members from his home to settle scores. There was no violence during the Bandh, and if police files case against their worker, the party is ready to fight. Meanwhile, Cuttack DCP Akhileshwar Singh said that police picked up the said Congress leader as a warrant was issued against him. Later in the day, a case was registered by the police against Mokim and party workers. The Odisha government on Tuesday gave in-principle approval for setting up an airport at Dhamara in Bhadrak district. The approval was accorded at a meeting presided over by Chief Secretary Aditya Prasad Padhi. The Adani group had proposed to set up the airport at the Dhamara port for better air connectivity for the state. Padhi directed the Dhamara port authorities to set up a community hospital for the benefit of people living on the port's periphery. The state also plans to develop port-based industries at Dhamara. Former Kendrapada MP Bejan Jai Panda on Tuesday said that he will decide his next course of action with a long-term view and not just keeping 2019 or 2024 elections in mind. On being asked about floating a new party, Panda said that he is exploring all alternatives. Moreover, on queries pertaining to contesting from Mahanga constituency, Panda said during the overhead water tank inauguration ceremony in the constituency, he was attacked, following which he has received the love and affection from Mahanga residents and he has special feelings for Mahanga. During his stay in Mahanga on Tuesday, Panda met a bereaved family who had lost one of its members due to medical negligence. Unavailability of sufficient fertilizers triggered sharp resentment among farmers in Sundargarh district of Orissa on Tuesday. As per reports, a group of farmers had gathered at Bonai Lambs for fertilizers. However, after allegedly failing to get sufficient fertilizers, they blocked the main road to Bonai town and also NH 250 near Lohinipada. The protesting farmers ruled due to insufficient fertilizer at the appropriate time, crops will suffer damages. The government should have ensured adequate supply of fertilizers. Meanwhile, Agriculture Minister Pradeep Maharati said that the state has no scarcity of fertilizers.
Odisha re sarar obhav nahi. Kintu ame duiti jagaru complain paitulu. Gote hela Bonai, au gote Athmari. Prakutare seti sarar obhav nathila, kintu thik samay se pai nathile boli राजरास्ता को आसी पारिथांते मुझे आपण आगे कही रखा चाहे गत काली झारसुगुड़ा रे प्राय 2500 मेट्रिक टन सार पहुँची आज गोडाउन को खाली होचे एवं लोक माने खूब शीघ्र सार पाइबे सारर अभियोग आ कोठू आसीनी.
Panic gripped among the residents of Kora village in Patkura block of Kendrapada district as 17 cobras were rescued from a Jagannath temple in the locality on Tuesday. According to sources, the snakes inside the premises were first spotted by the priest and then he called up the villagers. Following the incident, the villagers informed Snake Helpline, whose members rescued 17 cobras. A lady homeguard attempted suicide near Lower PMG Square in Bhubaneswar on Tuesday by setting herself on fire after pouring kerosene over her. Later, the woman was rescued by police. According to sources, she took the extreme step alleging that the Deputy Commissioner of Police had stopped assigning work to her. Earlier, she had attempted suicide 4 times and was suspended over different allegations. Meanwhile, Bhubaneswar DCP refused to comment on the matter. Union Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Dharmendra Pradhan wrote a letter to Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Babu expressing displeasure over the delay in approval of the NTPC project in Odisha. The PSU has proposed to set up an additional state-of-the-art, latest environmental norms compliant power station of 1,320 megawatt at its existing location in Talcher. The NTPC board on 10 September approved an investment of Rs 9,785 crores for the project. The union minister said that non-clearance of such projects will send a wrong message to the investor community. He has also urged the Odisha Chief Minister to personally look into the matter. Before wrapping up, a quick recap of the headlines once again. Chief Minister Naveen Babu attends Investment Roadshow in New Delhi. Senior BJD leader Damodar Rao goes soft, says he raised voice against corruption and not Chief Minister Naveen Babu. Boeing 737 flight of the Indian Air Force makes first trial landing in Charsadda Airport. Bodies of 4 persons missing in boat capsized in Malkangiri fished out from canal. And Mahaprasad in Puri Sri Mandira to be available in Thali system, informs member of the temple managing committee. That's all for today. For more news and updates, please log on to our website www.odishatv.in. Thanks for watching.